All right, guys, so I'm at a flip that we just completed. I bought it a day before Thanksgiving, and obviously I traveled the whole of December, but that didn't stop the work from going on. Why? Because it's a business owner, as an scaling entrepreneur, you have partnerships. So I partnered with a JV partner who actually helped operate the deal, and I had a general contractor who oversaw everything to ensure that things were moving whilst I was away. So today I'm going to be walking this property with my GC to talk about basically how he did the flip, because he's the magic man that made it happen, right? I just found the deal and provided the funds, right? So you guys are in for a treat today. We're going to walk through the whole thing from start to finish and how you can do deals like this. This was a $3,000 purchase. We paid $3,000 over the existing debt. So I acquired it for only $3,000. We negotiated with the lender to pause the payments until the back end. So our OPEX was strictly the rehab. So you guys are in for a treat today. Like I said, it's a 2,500 square foot house on an 18,000 square foot lot with a pool, a hot tub, a wet bar, 3-car garage, and so many other amenities. So can't wait to walk you guys through it. All right, guys, so I'm here with Anthony. You mind telling us a little bit about yourself and your business?
My name is Anthony Aguilar. I'm here with Eagle A Improvements. This is with the final product we got done with for my man Adele and Christina.
Awesome, awesome. So how long have you been doing construction work?
So I've been in construction for 8 years, over 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Just doing it for myself, for my own company for 3 years now. So yeah, we're always partnering up and trying to scale.
So projects like this don't scare you?
No, project this is there's no majors. No, the roof was done. There was no foundation. It was a bigger house. So just the exterior, the inside, and make it of a open concept. Knocking walls down, and yeah, just pretty much.
Yeah, so this is one of the amazing projects. These types of projects we call just cosmetic upgrades because, like he said, the majors are good. So the majors, when we talk about majors, we're talking about the roof, the HVAC, plumbing, foundation, things like that, right? So the roof is 1 year old, very good. It's a 30-year roof, a shingle, architecture shingle. Like I said, all the other big ticket items were good. So we needed to do the flooring, the paint, retexture, upgrading furniture, sorry, not furniture, upgrading vanities and cabinets and things like that. So how long did this project take you?
Took us 30 days
30 days? Okay. It's pretty standard, in and out.
in and out.
Okay. So what are the elements that help you to, hasten that timeline? Because turning over a 2,500 square foot house in 30 days is no small feat, right? So what are the things that helped you to like do it quickly?
So I do have a big crew.
How big?
I have a 20-man crew.
Okay.
I had 5 projects going at the same time, so pretty much was just scheduling the guys accordingly to make sure that everything's getting tackled, like the plumber, the electrician, just schedule everything accordingly. That way it can just run smooth. Our biggest hiccup or time consuming was the texture, floating the texture and make sure the texture is getting it right to give it a new home feel.
Okay. Wow. So 5 projects at once. That sounds like a lot of project management.
Sure.
You have a project manager? Do you have system?
Project manager, we have pretty much is that's what I work for, building a system. It's not just I and team. You gotta have people wearing the hats. That way, like a runner. I don't like going to Home Depot, so I get a runner to go to Home Depot or dump my trailer. Whatever the jobs I don't want to take, I take the hat off and put it someone.
Delegate. So important as a business owner. You have to learn the skill to be able to delegate. Okay. So before we go in, we're going to go in and talk through like all the things that you did. But first, can you just walk us through like the sequencing when you take a big project like this, right? How do you sequence it? Like, do you start with the exterior landscaping, demo? Like, how do you sequence to ensure that you're not doing double work?
Right. Double work, yeah. So we take care of all the demoing first. Make sure get all it's gonna get ugly before it gets beautiful. So demo everything off the restrooms. If we're doing the open concept, so all the walls get knocked out. If there's floor or tile, you got to remove that, right? And what else? Getting all the trash out of there. So pretty much, I always bring a big team to tackle that down. And then from there, that's when all my trades come in. We get the plumber, we get the electrician, we get the framer to start framing all the walls, all the headers, whatever's going on. And then from there, again, it's more trades. It's sheetrock, it's floating, then it's texture, then you're painting, right? Like I said, I have 5 projects going on. The hardest part for me is pretty much just fitting the right person at the job.
Yeah.
You don't want to have tradesmen doing labor work.
Optimizing your labor, right? Awesome. So we're in the exterior right here. So, it wasn't looking like this before. How did we select this color? How did you come up with this like color
So
scheme?
white and the black is just hitting right now. It's the trend right now. So we wanna go with what's popping right now. You know what's good out here. So it's easy. You know, for me it was let's give the trims a white look. Let's paint the brick white and the siding black, the fascia black. Yes, sir.
What type of paint? Where do you get your paint from?
So my paint, I have good wholesalers. You know,
Okay.
go to them. Yeah. We only use Home Depot if you really have to. You know,
Yeah.
supply and demand. You know, your sales. Your time is your money.
Okay,
So
so that's another tip right there, right? Because you do this a lot, 5 projects at once, you get wholesale discounts that helps keep the cost
suppliers.
down, and getting good material. Okay, awesome. Well, let's go in and walk through how this transformation all came about. Wow, so we're in the property now. It's amazing. This is a complete overhaul from when I was here.
Yeah.
One of the things here was like I said, we bought it the day before Thanksgiving. This guy over here started on Thanksgiving Day. Isn't that crazy? And I had to go, and so I wasn't here. So I really don't have the details of this flip. So talk us through what are the challenges that you face going through this whole transformation.
First challenging was we had no electricity
Okay.
for like a whole week. So I have like I said, I have 5 projects going at the same time. Maybe me moving my guys around and does means I'll be here after 5 o'clock. Well, there was no more lights and it gets dark around 5 o'clock. So it stopped a lot of my progressing and getting the job done. You know.
Yeah.
That was one thing. Oh, another thing too, since there was no lights, there was no heater. Once we got done painting, I mean texturing and painting, we seen some cracks. If you know about paint, you're gonna have some cracks if it's cold, you know?
Yep, yep. So guys, I messed up. I mean, as the owner, supposed to have the lights turned on, but it was a process with the former owner, and so but having a badass contractor, he kept things rolling even with those challenges, right? So you did the texture and you did the first coat of the paint, and then you started seeing cracks, right? And then how did you figure that was the issue where it wasn't drying evenly?
It was cold. It's a thing we just had. We just started getting cold, so the how you could see that started cracking, the paint started cracking, so we had to go and redo all those kind of we had to fix all those mess ups. The first thing I did was get a generator. I went to go get a generator, working whatever we can, you know, so the restroom was still getting done working like night shift, but the whole house couldn't be getting worked on at the same time. But we couldn't, so we were running off one generator, pneumatic tools and lights were going just to one restroom. Yeah, instead of being able to work on the whole house, you know? Mhm.
Wow, wow. Okay. So this house has two chimneys, right? So let's go through the chimney here. This is the master bedroom, right? I can only imagine how beautiful this will look, having a bed here with, nice fireplace and having a pool. But were there any specifics here with the layout that you changed, or in this particular area of the house, there was no changes to the layout?
In this area of the house, we didn't change the layout, but, the dining room where in the kitchen and the bar, we did a lot of, open concept.
Okay.
So we demoed all the walls,
Yeah.
and then we reframed with, some headers, everything up to code the right way. That way, you don't have any sagging or anything going on, any future problems.
So I know you knocked out some walls. We're going to talk about that because I want to talk about how you determine what is a load bearing wall and what is not. And so you're not causing more structural damage trying to, open up the appeal and stuff, right? But let's walk into the master bathroom here because I know before there was, this place was transformed. All right. So we're in the master bathroom here. I think this is one of the selling points of this house, right? Having a stand up shower with lighting coming from the roof, like that's
Skylight.
yeah, sky lighting. It's like it's an amazing the backsplash with the towel, and then the features, the gold features really make it feel like that luxury look. It was completely different like this before. So I know we also had another stand-up tub or shower right here. So walk us through like how you determine, even the countertops is different, everything here is different, the flooring is different, of course. So talk us through how you did this transformation in the bathroom.
Okay, so we went with LVP flooring.
Okay.
We painted the cabinets and we changed the countertops to a 3 cm quartz.
Okay.
Put some nice gold fixtures. It was a theme of like in this I wanted to make it more luxury for the master, right? Because it's the master, so I wanted to throw some gold in there, and tie in together the gold and black. So that's what we did. We wanted the gold light fixtures, gold sink fixtures. The shower head is gold. The trims, the shower glass door. Yeah, just to tie it in together.
And then the black, my black backsplash goes in with the mirrors and then the outlay. Okay, so over here, here is an exit to the backyard, which is great. But here there was like a almost like a spa, kind of almost like yeah. So why did we decide? No, that's a great feature, right? So what? Why didn't we decide to keep it or upgrade it? Like why did we just close it out?
I wanted to do it, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna close it out. I'm gonna see. I gotta stay with my budget. You guys give me a budget, so I want to give you your best buck for your money, right? I left it open. I was trying to. I knew I had to worry about the rest of the house. So if I had enough money to actually put some tile on there and the new shower head and the plumbing, right? Then we would have done it. But once I kind of seen like our budget was going over, I decided we just close it off. Close it off.
And that's another thing, guys. And I appreciate you saying that because as an investor, he mentioned budget, right? You know, when he walked this property with me, I gave him a strict budget. It was like, hey, this is how much I'm trying to stay under because at the end of the day, I have to make profit on the back end, right? And so, as an investor, you can't get emotionally attached to the potential of what the property could be. Like, this is an amazing property, 18,000 square foot lot, palm trees, nice see-through bath stand top here. It had a sauna here that needed a complete like renovation, and that was going to blow the budget, right? And so I'm not emotionally attached to how beautiful the property can be. I'm really locked into the numbers. And so like he said, he left this kind of open, did the other parts of the project, and then when we saw that hey, it was almost impossible to stay under, in budget, we were like, yeah, there's no reason to upgrade this. So we just shut it off and it's a standard bathroom without that extra kick of having a sauna wow feature, right? So amazing. All right. So here's where the layout starts to get a little bit different, right? I can already feel like from when I walked it with the seller, it feels a lot bigger. So what do you do here?
So right here, we just added some casing that we can give that elegant, nice look, right? Over here, we did open this. It was like a small drive-through window. It was like a pickle, right, So we opened it up. That way you can have a view and access to the bar. Mm-hmm. At the This is where we started opening, making the open concept look.
So like here's load bearing, right? So you couldn't knock down this to like
Yeah.
open it up all the way, right? Okay. So how about here?
So right here, we opened it up. It was pretty much just like a doorway.
Yeah, there used to be like
A doorway.
all this used to be wall and just a small doorway here.
Yeah, the dining room felt so closed in, if it didn't feel like how it's supposed to be filled. So we were like, we gotta knock these walls down, make it an open concept, now you can have a big, nice table, you have the same matching fixtures.
And then you added headers too, all right?
Right. We added headers to it, yeah.
Okay.
The cooler.
Awesome. And in the kitchen, we kept and salvaged the granite, right? The countertop again because of budget, right? We felt like we could design around the existing countertop.
Right.
So, but you changed out the cabinets, right? Or I mean, you repainted it.
We painted the cabinets, added hardware.
Okay, so talk through what changed in this kitchen.
Okay, this kitchen, again, like two walls here. We opened that up. I was essentially trying to make it flush, so more high, but you couldn't. The structure wasn't. You weren't able to do it, so we just decided to go with the same size as your other wall there, and added some casing to give it a nice elegant look. The cabinets we kept them the same. We just painted them and hardware. We kept the countertops, just added a nice backsplash to it. Yeah. It's the theme of white and black, so
White and black.
goes together.
Yeah. So matte black hardware, and then with the countertop being black, refrigerators and appliances also black. Complements, yeah, complements with the flooring as well. Okay. Awesome, right? Where the lighting was this existing or
Yeah, it had recessed lights. Yeah, it had recessed lights. We did have a little electrical problem. At first, the kitchen lights and the laundry lights weren't working, so we got my electrician out here. He got it working. Everything's all nice and how it's supposed to be done.
So it's kind of like a wraparound, right? So like we can literally do laps around this living room to the kitchen, to the entryway, to the living room. So it's a nice layout. And then over here you have like a little like storage, very interesting, right?
Little Harry Potter room.
This is interesting. So extra storage uh under the stairwell. And then a half bath. I love this half bath right here because it's the first thing it's to the left of once you walk in, right? So if you have guests, like a property owner or homeowner, you have guests, you don't want them to go into your master or any other. There's a literally a nice little half bath here. So you do anything different here or just same paint the cabinets?
So countertops 3CN,
Okay.
new gold fixtures, and then the mirror we kept it. That's why I went with the gold fixture to tie it in together.
Ah,
Mm.
so the mirror was existing. Okay.
Hardware as well, just to get that gold and black thing going on together.
Awesome. And then oh, we had something over here with the mirrors, right?
Yeah,
So we demoed the mirrors, made it into like a
accent wall.
accent wall with and then the the countertop is consistent with the bathrooms and so we just kind of made this into like a wet bar, right? Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's go upstairs and see how we finished. So upstairs here, we have 2 bedrooms, right? It's a 3 bedroom house, remember, and 2.5 baths. So we have the master bath, the half bath downstairs, and another bath upstairs for this 2 bedroom. So this 2 bedrooms, is the HVAC unit, is it 2 or 1?
So there you have one for your upstairs and your downstairs,
Yeah.
and then your master bedroom has its own.
Because I saw another like thermostat here, so I was like, wait, there's 2, right? So
Yeah, you have one for your master, and then one just for the whole.
yeah, I mean, it's a big house, 2,500 square foot. And here in Houston, if you know anything about Houston, it's very humid, right? So extra HVAC or extra condenser unit outside is always a plus, right? So both bedrooms here have balcony view. This is amazing, right?
Yeah, you have access to the balcony on both bedrooms.
These are standard size rooms, 10 by 10 or 12 by 10. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, and it's tinted
Tinted, yeah.
nice, so you can sleep in
See outside, but they can't see.
they can't see you and you can sleep in the morning, right? Or and not have to be woken up by all the light coming in. Yeah. Awesome. Well, this is amazing. So this is from the room, you can literally step out onto the pool. Like the pool isn't all cleaned up right now, so it doesn't look like that amazing, but it is a great view to have from from your balcony, right?
Right.
And then they're turning this into like a golf course or something like that, right? So it's going to be an amazing view for whoever purchases this property from here. So
Back neighbors, so
no back neighbors too. Yeah, that's a plus. So any rehab to this part of the house?
we did do some wood repairs. We had a lot of planks that were kind of rotting already, so we took care of that, and then go ahead and painted the whole porch white. I give it like a nice pop out. Especially when you're standing on the other side of the pool, it just looks like it looks nice.
I've seen the night pictures of how like the house looks. It's sick. I must tell you. Yeah. So it's amazing. Okay. So I mean, this was an amazing job, Anthony. Again, really appreciate you running with this. Like we literally had no input, and this is very rare for you to, have a GC that handles everything. Like the one of the biggest things with flipping is the headaches of making the decisions and all the little things. Oh, do you do this versus this? Or, Anthony handled all of that. So really amazing. You want to tell the guys how they could reach out to you here in Houston? Are you doing only Houston or are you
In surrounding areas,
Houston?
we have a big enough team to be Houston surrounding areas.
Okay, so how best do people reach out to you if they want you to help manage their projects?
Okay, so the first thing is the phone. You can call me at 281-904-7329.
Okay.
Or visit my website, www.eagleaimprovements.com. Send me an email, send me a text, and we'll give you a free inspection and we'll take care of you guys.
I mean, it's one thing for me to tell you that this guy is the real deal. It's another thing for me to show you, right? So, Anthony, it was very good having you on this project. I really appreciate the turnout. So now we just gotta list it and get my money back. So we're gonna do more deals together. But thank you so much, and I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you did, please support and like and subscribe on the channel, and that's how we can reach more people and grow the channel. So do me that one favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.